welcome back to the Izzy Edit. I'm so happy to have you here. This is very much so a impromptu video. I am pretty much just sitting in my car and I feel like when I sit in my car, this is really my time to kind of like meditate and take time for myself and really think about my day, think about different things. And I was sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I have actually learned and grown so much since the past few years, to be completely honest. And I'm just reminiscing on my 20s and things that I've learned in my 20s. And I have my little journal here with me. So cute with the little pearls. I got this from TJ Maxx, I want to say, or Marshall's, one of them. And I pretty much just kind of like jot down my thoughts a lot in this journal. Yeah, I was just thinking about like things that I've learned in my 20s so far and writing down a few of my pointers, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, side note, I just got my nails done and I went from red to like this really gorgeous blush pink or powder pink, baby pink, light pink, milky pink. I don't know, but it's a Russian manicure and I love this color. It's bringing me back to just my favorite, like my neutral favorites. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into what I got to say. And if the lighting goes in and out, sorry, I'm in my car and it's a little cloudy right now, but I feel like the sun is coming out. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing that I've learned in my 20s so far is that health is truly wealth. Health is so important. I just feel like taking care of our health in our 20s, it's just going to be the foundation for our 30s, our 40s, our 50s, 60s and on. You know, it's just something that's so important. I feel like these past few years I've been really trying to hone in on keeping and maintaining a realistic routine when it comes to maintaining my health, and that has really just helped me to come to terms and really realize that life is so precious. Life is so precious, and one way that we can show that we appreciate the gift of life is by taking care of our health. Like, we only have one body. Like, you literally will get what you give when it comes to your health. So you only want to give yourself good things. And granted, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm not. I am the first one to be like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let's do this, let's do that, you know. But there has to be a balance, and I'm realizing that, because truly what you put inside of your body is going to affect you, you know, regardless. It may not affect you tomorrow or today, but down the line it definitely will. So I have just been really making sure that I'm keeping up with my woman wellness checkups, just to make sure that everything is good, daily exercising, healthy diet. And with the exercising, like, granted, everyone is busy, not everyone has time to like go to the gym consistently every single day, but you can really just try to do little things. And that's what I've been trying to do myself, just getting up and moving my body in any way that I can. So something that I've been doing is trying to go on walks, daily walks, or every other day. I personally do not live a sedentary lifestyle, just because with my job, I'm always up and down walking anyway. So it's just something that I feel it's so important. And you feel so good when you take the time and you do your walk and you're out in nature and you're taking in the fresh air. like it does something to your mental, and it has truly made me see that if I don't take care of my health now, if I don't start watching what I'm eating now, you know, it's really going to affect me down in the long run. Because gone are the days of me being able to eat anything that I want to eat and not gain 1 pound. I remember when I was in high school, I used to walk to and from school. So I was like this. I was like so skinny. And I would eat whatever I wanted, you know, but just the fact that I was walking 5 days a week to and from school, about 30 minutes there and back, I've maintained a physique. And granted, you know, my metabolism was a lot higher when you're younger, but it's just something that it will honestly, the benefits outweigh. Just keep your body moving, maintain a healthy routine. And I've been loving doing that. It's honestly like changing the trajectory. It's helping my mental health. So that's one of the things that I've learned. Health is definitely wealth, and we have to invest in our health right now. Now. Not later, not tomorrow, not next year, but now. Literally now. So, okay, so the second thing that I have as to something that I've learned in my 20s so far is your friend group will definitely reduce. That friend group that you had that was like this big is going to shrink. It's gonna shrink. And when I was thinking about this, I'm thinking to myself, it's not a loss when you think about it. It's truly a refinement of your friend group. And I think that's the beauty of this change that comes when you start to get older and when you're in your 20s, because you truly start to see what's meant for you. Your discernment becomes better. You know, your life experiences so far have kind of helped molded you and guided you to the point where you know what you want in your life, you know what you do not want. So I don't see it as a loss. It's definitely more of a refinement when it comes to those that you allow into your life. And you really do have to choose who you decide to give your energy to and whose energy you're going to be taking from. Because the people that you surround yourself with, they are going to affect you. They are. They're going to rub off on you regardless. And it's not a lot of times that, you know, you don't like certain people or things like that. It's more so of what is really going to help me get to where I need to be, or what is going to help me continue to grow in a way that I feel proud of. So a lot of times I really like to think of friendships and think of like intentionality too, because you want to be intentional with who you allow into your inner circle, and just who you allow into your life, because it really does play a big role. You know, the words that come out of our mouth can really build someone up or tear them down. So when you surround yourselves with people that you can learn from and people that are good examples and things like that, it really does help make the journey a little bit, not easier, but it helps just make the journey a more pleasant one, you know, having that support in that community. But just know that you may have to let go of a lot of different friendships, a lot of people. And that doesn't mean that you have resentment for those people or anything. It's just a part of life. It's a season. And at first it was hard to accept, because I'm like, what is going on? Like, you may start to feel like alone, or, you know, like people aren't showing up the way that you want them to show up. One thing that I learned and that I know is no one is going to be you. You can't expect people to do what you would do, or you can't expect people to respond in a way that you know that you would respond. So you kind of have to just keep moving forward, and doing so, there may be certain relationships or friendships that are lost in that process, but in reality it's not a loss, it's a refinement, and it's really helping you to get to the core of your being and who you are. So yeah, that is definitely the second thing that I've learned in my 20s. Okay, so number 3, or the third thing that I have learned so far in my 20s, is that it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, guys. It's okay to say no. No. N-O, period. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to feel the need to overshare. No means no. And this was something that was so hard for me to implement in my personal life, because I kind of equated my, I kind of just, I never wanted to be a mean person. I'm not a mean, I don't see myself as a mean person. But once I kind of scratched the thought of, it's not about being mean or being nice or being polite. It's not about that. It's about setting boundaries and respecting them and respecting yourself in the process. And that really, truly just changed my mindset when it comes to certain things. I have allowed myself to say no. If I know it's something that I truly cannot do, just say no. Don't overcharge yourself because you want to make somebody else happy. And in doing so, you are making yourself unhappy. So I have definitely learned a thing or two about saying no and just being firm when it comes to my boundaries. And that does not make you a difficult person. If anything, it makes people respect you even more, and you begin to respect yourself, because just like everyone else has needs, you have needs as well. So I love that lesson that I've learned, and I'm still learning it. I have not reached to the point where I feel like I'm an expert when it comes to maintaining my own boundaries and doing all of that. I'm definitely not. We're not there yet. But yeah, it's something that I am learning day and day. And also, I feel like learning your boundaries and saying no allows you to fully be able to show up when you do say yes. So that is so big, because I'm the type of person, when I say yes and I say I'm going to do something, I want to know that I can fully give myself and fully be present when I've agreed to do something, and do it with my whole heart and really open up, So if I know that I could not do something and I just accept, and I'm like, okay, yes, yeah, I'll be there, I'll do it, and I'm not truly able to deliver the way that I would want to, it's not a good representation of me. So I'm definitely learning that it's okay to say no, set your boundaries, and just be okay with that. So that's my third thing that I have learned. So the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. If you want to start the business, start it. If you want to start the podcast, start it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, start it. Honestly, no one cares. Man, this is such a big point for me. I would care so much about what other people think when it came to what I was doing, how I was presenting myself. I truly feel like I had a fear of being perceived, or a fear of being seen. And that has truly followed me into my 20s, especially the start of my 20s. So I can honestly say it's a miracle that I'm recording this video right now. It's a miracle that I have started a YouTube channel and I'm really putting myself out there, because the people that know me know that I'm very reserved. I really do keep to myself, but it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I wanted to be comfortable and secure when I started it, because if not, I would be easily swayed. One bad comment and I would delete, not uploading. So I just feel like, yeah, no one cares. If you want to do something, as long as you're not going against your morals or you're not hurting anyone, I don't see what the problem is. I'm so proud of myself for putting myself out there and just trying something that I've always wanted to do. I can say as well that don't expect anyone to give you the blueprint. A lot of things you're going to have to find out for yourself, especially when you're starting something new. You could pay to take a class or whatever. Let's say you want to start a business and you're paying to take a class. The class will give you the tools and the resources that you need to start, but no one is going to give you the actual blueprint. So I have found that doing research, personal research, and just really delving and pushing myself to do things that are a little bit out of my comfort zone, but out of my comfort zone maybe because I heard someone else say maybe like, hey, like are you sure you want to do that? Like, I don't think that's a good look, or I don't think that's a good idea. Like, who's gonna watch, whatever. There's so many opinions out there. There's so many opinions. And some of them you ask for and some of them you obviously don't. But I just feel like at the end of the day, no one actually cares. If you want to start something and you want to do something, you want to try something new, go for it. I feel like your 20s are really the years where if you're going to take a risk now, if you want to try something new, this is the year to do it. It truly is. These are the years to do it, because if you mess up, like, you still got time. Like, you still have time. It's not the end of the world. It's truly not the end of the world. So that's something that I have been thinking about it. Going into that category would also be not to overthink or overshare. A lot of times when we decide to do something and we start to overthink, myself included, it can really change the trajectory of what you wanted to do in the first place. So I'm still working on this, but it is definitely something that I have learned. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta post that video. Sometimes you just need to go ahead and start that business, or you need to go ahead and start that podcast. You will probably never feel like you're actually ready in that moment, but it's so important to just start. Just do it. Just do it. Like, I never thought that I would have a YouTube channel. Like, even sometimes I'll record myself and I'll watch it back and I'll just cringe. Like, I'm just like, who is this person? Who is she? But this is me. This is honestly me, and no one can fit you into a box. You're gonna do what you want to do. Like I said, as long as you're not going against your morals, you're not hurting anybody. People are gonna have their opinions, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. It might be a subject to talk about for like a few days, but no one goes to bed at night thinking about you. Take the jump. If you're gonna take a risk, I feel like your 20s is the time to take it. If you mess up, you still got time to fix it, you know? So that's something that I've learned. And yeah, this kind of goes into the fifth and final thing that I can say that I've learned, which is you want to enjoy your 20s. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it, every single day of it. Even though it's hard and it's crazy and you don't know what you're doing with your life at times, and things are just like chaotic at times, and you're still trying to figure it out. No one has the answers. You know, it's not like you're taking a test in high school and the teacher has, you know, the answer sheet. There's no answer to it. There's really no answer. It's a roller coaster. It really, really is. But just take the time and enjoy it. Find beauty in your 20s, because they really do go by so fast. They go by so fast, and in a blink of an eye, you know, you are in another decade. So I just feel like one way that we can enjoy it is to do what we love. You know, if you love something, dive into that, you know, and really do little things to make your heart sing and just to make yourself feel happy. I personally love to envision my higher self, and this is something that I've been doing for a while. I can say that it's kind of helped molded me into becoming the woman that I am today. I tend to take time, and I guess you would call it you might call it like daydream a little bit, and just like close my eyes and just picture the woman that I want to be and how I envision her. What is she wearing? What does she smell like? You know, how does she articulate herself? Who does she surround herself with? What is she doing right now? Things like that. Like, just taking the time to envision your higher self, I feel like it really allows you to not just enjoy the moment of your 20s that you're in right now, but it gives you something, it pushes you to have something to attain for in the future. So in order to attain it, you have to work on it right now. So yeah, it's a beautiful journey. Crazy, yes, but enjoy it, because the years definitely do go by fast. They go by fast. They go by so, so fast. I still have a few years of my 20s left. A few meaning two. So I am just wishing that time would just slow down at this point. Like, just slow down, because when you think about it, there will be a time where you will look back and you'll never be this healthy again. You know, you'll never be this beautiful again. You will never have what you have now, you know? So it's like you really do have to take the time to enjoy it. And I'm just so, so grateful for everything that I've learned. There's obviously like a lot more that I could have shared, but these are like the top 5 things that have come into my mind right now. Like I said, y'all, I'm just sitting in my car just thinking, this is truly like the time that I just really just think about life, think about everything. And yeah, thank you guys so much for sitting in on my thoughts. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. All right, y'all.